So this is me showing up for myself and making my YouTube content. And today I want to talk about fear. Fear will hold you back from success. It'll hold you back from your potential in life. This is just what I learned. Fear will keep you in places and spaces that you have outgrown. And I've been through a lot of different stages of fear. Fear of being a bad friend and being a bad sister and being a bad mom by not saying no. And I used to just say yes to everything and would stress myself out. And I just was like, I don't want to be a bad mom. I don't want to be a bad sister. I don't want to be a bad friend. And not realizing that the fear of that was literally destroying me in a way. It really was. Being a people pleaser and just the fear in life. Even in my marriage, when I realized I needed to distance myself, I needed to get out of it, the fear of failure, the fear of what people would say, what would they think, what would they, literally makes me nauseous just thinking about it, because I was just so fearful. And I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that now I can look back on that time in my life during my marriage, and I did gain a lot of skills, and I learned a lot for the next relationship and the next marriage, because I do want to be married again. Definitely in the cards for the future. I definitely want to be married again. I loved being married. I loved just like the family and the closeness and just doing things together and growing together and exploring life and just so many great things. But just all the fear that I have experienced in my life just made me realize I'm going to start living through it, working through it. And I've worked through a lot of things. I worked through a lot of things. I'm an advocate for therapy and counseling and meditation and healthy eating and everything that will get you your mind right, your body right. I'm an advocate for that. I used to be 300 pounds, so trust and believe I've lost over 120 pounds. I am an advocate for whatever you could do to get healthier, get happier, and live your rich life. And so for me, working through the fear of so many things has literally changed my life. Like, there's so many things on this last 8 years in my journey that I'm like, that changed my life. That changed therapy being number one, learning meditation being number two, working through fear. Like this, for the last 5 years, I've been afraid to post on YouTube, afraid of being seen, afraid of negative comments. And I have so many people who support me in this journey, like, oh, you should have a YouTube channel, you should have a YouTube channel. I was like, ooh. I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna do it. If I could do it once a week. And then I was like, wait, can I do it 3 or 4 times a week? Can I do it every day? Is it a little ambitious? I'm not gonna beat myself up. But I feel like I heard Will Smith say, he said something about fear. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly, but I can't remember what he said. But anyway.
Best things in life on the other side of terror. On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life.
How did I get through a lot of this fear? Well, let me tell you. I just do it scared, like I'm doing right now. I learned to talk to myself. Seriously, you may feel like you sound like a crazy person, but I talk to myself and I'm like, this thing you want to do, you're not going to die, you're not going to hurt, you're not in danger, there's no reason for you to feel like that. And so that is a major thing, talking to myself. Focusing on things that are positive. And it could be anything like this. How I talked myself out of it is like the things that I've learned over the last 8 years, everything I've been through some crazy stuff, which we will get to. It'll help somebody. It will help somebody. It's part of my purpose, and I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And these are steps that will actually help you, that actually help me. And I want to share that. And that's why I have to get over my fear, because I can't, how else can I help somebody with the things that I've experienced, went through, if I don't share my story or how I got out of it or the things that I've learned. And so it outweighs the fear, because I'm not gonna die. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm in my house making this video. My kids are safe. I'm safe. The doors are locked. The alarm's on. I got a gun. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's in your mind. So focusing on those things, focusing on something positive in the situation that you are fearful of. Getting away from people, places, and things that bring that up in you. I am a very ambitious person. I probably seem kind of crazy to a lot of my friends, because they're like, you're doing what now? You're working where now? Like, I am attracting the people and the things that are in alignment with me so much. Right now, I'm trying to see, like, where should I go as far as a job? I'm looking to remote jobs. I'm filling out applications. I'm talking to friends like, hey, where do you work? Because I'm like, somebody somewhere is in alignment with me, and I want to align with where I'm, supposed to go next, because I do want to have fun and I want to enjoy my life, and I want work to be fun and something that's enjoyable as well too. So all the people who for me are like fun, energetic, they're on my energetic level. I'm like, hey, what do you do? Where do you know any positions and all that? So I'm using my network and I used to be so afraid to ask for help. Oh my gosh, that is a thing. Oh my goodness. I used to be so afraid to ask for help. And then, I would ask for help and the people would not follow through. And I'm like, see, that's why I don't ask. But I was like, you know what? I'm getting out of that fear and of being embarrassed or whatever. I can't be fearful of that. So that's another thing. I realized years ago that I was talented in a lot of areas. And I used to be so fearful of failing. I would stay in places because I didn't want to have to do something new or try something new and then fail at it. And then over the years, developing my talent, if you haven't seen my art, I'm Anastasia the Artist on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And I have honed my skill over the years, and I'm so talented in creative visuals. I work with clay, I work with paint. Almost all my paintings have a 3D aspect to them. I put real bees. They're dead, like my son, and people give them to me and I find them. But so yeah, I once I got over the fear of being seen, because I had to post my stuff on social media to get it out, I got over that fear. Then I had the fear of like people not liking my work or talking shit about it, and I went viral on TikTok, almost 1 million views, and they laid it on me. Trust and believe. So much so, I literally deleted the app for like 3 months, because my students, I would draw and sketch in class, and my students were like, oh, Miss Hall, you should put your stuff on TikTok. And at that time I was like, oh, TikTok, it was like 2021, I think, 2020. 2021 was when the pandemic happened. And I was like, I don't know. And the first video I put on went a little viral. I got like 60K views. Nothing negative. So I was like, okay. And then I posted another one of a cereal purse that I made for myself. And oh my goodness, I'm telling you, they went in on me. I believe it's still on my TikTok. The audio was removed, but I left the video. Yeah, they went in on me. And once I got over that fear, first I got over the fear of failure, the fear of being seen. And then I was like, okay, I gained a little thick skin. I went viral on Instagram a couple times and hit 1 million+ views. They went in on me again. It's like, dang, what am I doing? I'm just living my life. But yeah, so after going through those experiences, I'm like, okay, now I think I'm ready for TikTok, for YouTube. Still didn't get on. Still fearful of it. So now what I realized over the years is, oh, you've gotten over those type of fears. But then I found out about having a fear of success. And boy, oh boy, the way I would obsess about being successful, oh my gosh, I gotta take care of this person, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I'm gonna have to pay for this, I'm like, never mind, I want a mediocre ass life. I don't need to be successful, I don't want to be successful, I don't want it, you can have it, I don't want it. And then I worked through that, because here's something that I learned. People weed themselves out. That's number one. Second of all, I do not have to take care of anybody. I don't have to take care of anybody but my children. First and foremost, myself and my children. Those are the only people I have to take care of. Everybody else, if I want to, if whatever the reasons, I will and I can, because I'll be in a position to. But that's the greatest thing about this last 8-year journey. I got over my people pleasing and saying yes to everything. And everything has set me up for this whole journey. That's how I know I'm ready for the next level. Literally ready for the next level. Because I tell you, when I tell you my whole life story or write a book or from A to B, and you're like, how the heck did you get here? 6, 7 years. I don't even know how long ago I wanted to commit suicide. So like, I didn't even want to live on this earth. A year ago, I was living in my mom's bedroom, her spare bedroom, with my 2 kids. Like, I was going through it for a minute. And I realized I didn't die. The fear of failure in my divorce, the fear of being a bad mom, all these things, I was like, no, I refuse to let my negative self-talk, my negative self guilt me or keep me in fear, and I won't do it. I will not do it any longer. I will stand up for myself no matter what. I will work to do the best I can for my kids, for myself. I will never give up. If I lose it all, I will get it back. And that recently was a fear of mine, like, oh my gosh, I haven't found a job. I'm gonna lose my house. I'm gonna fail. And I realized, will my kids be okay? Will I be okay? It won't be the end of the world. It won't be death. If I have to sell my house, that's what I'll do. It's not what I want, but that's what I'll do. And then I was like, you know what? You could literally just work any job that you can get for right now. And I was like, you know what? I used to always feel like the anxiety, the depression, I felt like I was drowning. But now, with working through all those things over the last 8 years, I literally feel like I'm in a pool floating. And I have time to think about it and strategize. And so I asked ChatGPT the other day, with everything that you know about me, what career fields should I be applying for? Because I was applying for all these different things. And he's uploaded and changed all my different resumes, and I've uploaded resumes. And he was like, these are the 8 fields that you should be in. And I was like, okay, I want to make this much. I would like to be remote, and this is how much money I'd like, because I need to catch up on my bills. So I need to make more money than I ever made. And he was like, this is number 1. This is what you're gonna, these are the fields that you're gonna look into. You start with this one. Actually gave me the actual job posting that's posted right now, and was like, start with this one, this one, this one, and gave me a list, gave me the career fields, gave me exactly what I need to like put in the search, gave me exactly that, gave me the exact jobs, the exact companies, and was like, start with these 10, and then after that, search these keywords and use these keywords. I was like, mind blown. I've been using ChatGPT for so long and forgot he is connected to the whole internet. And I actually I went in LinkedIn, typed in the job, and it was boom right there. So started with number 1 and working my way down. Like, I feel like when you get through a lot of these things and you realize you need to float and not, like when people are drowning, they're just, I've learned I'm not drowning, but maybe I need to float, and I need to think and get myself together. I don't know what to call him. My future husband. I was talking to him today. I used to date him, but we took a break, and anyways, he was like, have you grounded yourself in a while? Have you meditated in the grass? Have you gone to the park? And I was like, no. And he was like, I think you need to take some time and do that, because I always get a lot of good ideas when I'm doing that. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna do that. But I really, really want you all to work through any type of fear and just do it scared. Because really, are you gonna die? Is something bad gonna happen? You might get a no. That was another thing. I read a book. I'm gonna look for the book. I read a book, and she said, get 100 no's. No matter how crazy it is, no matter how small it is, ask people for things, ask for something, do something that you will get a no, and you'll get over the fear of people saying no, especially when you have a product-based business. Like me, this is on my website. I have a clothing line. I try to wear them everywhere I go, promote it everywhere I go. And before, I was fearful of like coming out with it, but it took me all these years to finally figure out how to do it. I'll be damned if I don't wear it, promote it, talk about it. And so just do it scared. Do it scared. And you'll be so surprised when you think you're gonna get a no and you get a yes. I literally was at Goodwill, and I found 2 shirts, exactly the same size, brand, everything. But one was $250 and the other one was $5.99. And I was like, why is that? It looked like it was in the same, they were right next to each other almost too. So I'm like, it looked like somebody with this, like with a bag, brought the same stuff. Like they were, but it's just the picture was different. But it was an astronaut working out in space. I was like, I want that. So I asked the guy, and my friend was so embarrassed. I asked the guy, I said, hey, you see these 2 shirts are the same exact size, they're the same brand. I showed him the tags. I said, but this one's $5.99 and this one's $2.50. Can I get this one for $2.50? Because I was already like, I need a no. I need some no's to get to this 100 no's. He was like, oh, you know what? I don't see why not. I'll go in the back. I'll bring you a new tag. I told my friend, see? And he was like, that's just so stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm working towards getting over fear. And this will get me there. I also if you see my other videos, there's a big, huge gold frame in my other videos that has my podcast tagline. I got that at Goodwill for $10 for asking. The other one next to it was $34.99 or $39.99, but that one didn't have a tag. And I said, hey, do you know how much this is gonna be? He was like, no. I said, well, if it's more than $10, because that was my way of asking, I said, I don't want to get it. And he was like, okay. So he went back there, made it $9.99 for me. Same friend was with me because we were Goodwill hopping that day. And he was like, I said, ask and you shall receive, because I believe, first of all, I am a believer of the Most High. I believe that anything is possible because I am an extension of God. And so sometimes I'm not right. And I'm okay with that because I feel like that's God steering me in the right direction. But a lot of times I'm on it. I'm on it. So work through your fear. Get 100 no's and see what you're capable of. See what you can get out of life and have fun. And always remember how blessed you are and what right now is you living your rich life. For me, even though I have not found a job, I'm still grateful. I still feel like I'm living my rich life because God continues to put food on my table. I'm eating a vegetable soup I made. My kids are healthy. They're happy. Everybody in my family is healthy. They're alive. I'm gonna go paint my nails because that makes me feel a little fancy. And that's me living my rich life. Like, I have my health. I have so many things to be grateful for. And I want you to reflect every day on what is bringing you happiness in your life and what right now, no matter what you're going through, is you living your rich life, no matter how small it is. I had a friend come and visit. When I was like, oh, I'm hungry. She was like, what do you want? I was like, damn, I kind of want In-N-Out. She's like, yeah, let's go. She paid for my In-N-Out. I didn't even have to tell her, like, dang, I don't really have extra money right now to buy it. And that's living my rich life. God blessing me with just amazing people in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. So, so grateful. And so I am living my rich life today because I'm rich in love. Oh my God, I have such amazing family. My children always like, ready to start your YouTube channel. And that's me having support, and I never even realized it. And I just want to encourage you all to do it scared, work through your fear, find happiness in your life, and live your rich life today. Be blessed. Love you all. Bye.